attached.
Same man, and that their killer had a type.
Investigators also looked at a few other suspects, including a cab driver named Thomas Edward Luther. According to a report,
Whose murders have never been solved are anxiously waiting, looking over their shoulders. Heidi was a hard-working, devoted single mother.
Right there.
So here we are, our final trip of the season to Wisconsin. We are setting up the camper, getting everything all ready. This is our first, or maybe, no, this is our second time using the awning. It was giving us a little trouble this time. That was foreshadowing for what was going to happen. Yeah, so as you know, last episode I painted the top with UV bed liner or boat liner, and it held up perfectly. It dried and looked amazing, and I didn't have any problems with it. So we ended up getting to the grounds quite later than we usually do. So you can see the sun is already setting. That was due to me losing my wallet. We ended up finding it, but it set us back about 2 hours of when we were supposed to leave. And here she is, all set up for the night. Same table setup as usual. Actually, no, we actually put 2 tables in the front this time and kept one of the sides open. I think we end up changing this later. And there is my sign. Those were supposed to be one-use signs I got from Office Max, but they've ended up lasting me the whole season, which is amazing. And here we are back at the campsite. We're all set up. I think it ended up raining a little bit. So as I said, very glad I painted the top and everything was dry before we drove out here. Before we settle down, we have to go to Walmart and do all of our grocery shopping for the weekend. This is a staple in our Wisconsin trips.
Once again, Walmart. Walmart. And then this lady watching us.
One of the whole reasons we bought this camper was the hot water heater. And let me tell you, this is probably the best luxurious thing you can have on your camper, because if you're out and you don't have access to a shower, a hot water and a hot shower does wonders. That's the little pilot light that you have to let run for 30 seconds before you can turn on the big burner. And this thing literally sounds like a jet engine. And our shower is located on the pop-out side of the trailer. It's basically just a little hose with a shower nozzle at the end of it. And after our nice hot shower, we are all cozied into bed. With the bugs, we have about 3 citronella candles going before we go to sleep, and then we just keep one of these tea light ones going all night just to keep the bugs at bay. Even though it's a pop-up camper and it's pretty sealed, you know, there's always little bugs that decide that they can fit through the screen. woke up to a full-on rainstorm here, and it just was cold and wet, which made the morning quite difficult, and we weren't even able to set up the tent. So we're back at the camper after a wet morning of dressage, and we made some hot mac and cheese, which really helped warm us up. And here we are leaving the campsite, head back to the tent / booth, and it finally stopped raining, so we could finally set up. And I'm really happy with our last setup of the year. It looked super great, and I feel like we finally got it all figured out after 6 shows. I also do a lot of knitting and crafts, as well as my mom, and right there you can see the bridal charms. Hats I've knitted, the bridal charms my mom did. I helped a little bit, and I knit little corn men, which are super cute. The sunset we had on night 2 was absolutely gorgeous. The rain finally cleared and the sun came out. Enjoy this beautiful time lapse I was able to capture while we were making dinner. The next morning was a complete 180 from the night before. Woke up to heavy fog. Couldn't even see like 200 feet in front of you. And it became worse as the morning went on. As we were driving to the showgrounds, you couldn't even see like the road in front of us. It was crazy. So another super wet morning, so we weren't able to set up the booth. And today was cross country day, and the fog was so bad that they had to push back the start time an hour for it to clear. It just wasn't safe for the riders. And this was super funny. Since it was cross country day, they blocked off the main road for people who wouldn't drive their cars down and get caught in the cross-country traffic going across the road. So we ended up getting stuck and luckily we found someone who had an extra little buggy / golf cart for us to drive back to the camper for we could eat lunch, because we did not know that was going to happen. Otherwise we would have brought food in the morning. So we made it back, very thankful for that.
Rapid fire lunch, rapid fire.
So because of this, we were super behind on lunch and only had about 10 minutes to get our food. So as you can see, it is just packed full of people, horses, and golf carts. And our truck is stuck on the other side of the closed barrier, so that's why we had to take the golf cart. And fast forward, it's the next morning. It was just such a busy afternoon. I didn't have a chance to film, forgive me, but another foggy morning, not as bad as it was yesterday, but a very slow morning getting out of bed. It was also a little chilly, so my mom was cuddled in her sleeping bag. At lunchtime today, we decided to do ourselves a favor and actually pack up the camper so we didn't have so much to do when we got back. So this is super fun. You know, when just everything starts going downhill really fast. It was one of those times. So we were putting the camper away. The door ended up getting jammed and wouldn't shut. And then as you see, all of a sudden the awning just flies off of the camper, like just disconnects. So we had to put it in that girl's garage because we couldn't bring it back. There was no way to fit it. And then the camper just didn't want to hook to the truck. It was a whole mess. Like what should have been like a 30 to 45 minute ordeal turned into a 2-hour ordeal. And that's the last time we'll see Otter Creek for the 2023 season. So our awning just like came off, and thankfully it came off when we were taking it off, because if this came off when we were going down the highway, that would have been terrible. We probably would have killed somebody. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my camper videos. It means so much. I especially want to thank my mom for coming with me to all of these shows and supporting me and helping me in every way you can. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. Ching.